You just got paid, right? End of the month. Money finally hits the account. For a few hours, you feel rich. Then rent says hello. Bills show up, a few card taps, one food order you probably didn't need. And suddenly, your paycheck is already fighting for its life. Same story every month? Today, we're breaking down 10 reasons your money disappears so fast and what to do about each one. Welcome to Money But Simple, where money finally starts making sense. One topic, 10 things every week. Because it's not just about what you earn, it's about what you keep. All right, first up, your everyday spending. Most people think they need to earn more to fix their money problems. Not always. Sometimes the leak is in things you already buy every week. Same groceries, different store or different brand, you could save 10 to 20%. Daily commute, if you drive, maybe the metro, bus, monthly pass, or carpooling cuts the cost. Buying lunch every day, food from home even 3 days a week can save you hundreds a month. So what do? Don't cut your whole life. Pick one regular expense, compare your options, and find a cheaper way to keep almost the same lifestyle. One smarter switch this week. That's your first win. Now this one catches people every month. You look at the big number on your contract. That's your gross salary. And start making plans with it. But that's not your real money yet. Your real money is your net pay. What actually hits your bank after tax, deductions, loans, advances, and those excess personal calls on your company phone you thought no one would notice. Finance notices. Always. And they'll trim it down, clean and quiet. Not personal, just their job. So what do? Budget from your net pay only. Not the gross, not the contract number, the bank number. That's the only money you can actually spend. Number 3. This is where it gets real. Payday arrives, money lands, and if you don't give it instructions, it starts making its own plans. Rent takes some, food takes some, shopping takes some, random taps take the rest. And suddenly, your money has left the building. So what do? Split it the same day you get paid. Needs, wants, savings. Give every dollar a job before it disappears. Because money without a job doesn't stay unemployed for long. It finds somewhere to go. And this one, be honest with yourself. Most people save whatever is left at the end of the month. That sounds responsible. Until the end of the month shows up with $3 and a sad smile. So what do? Flip it. The day your money lands, move a few bucks to savings first. Start small. Stay consistent. Because if you wait, bills, food, shopping, and just one little thing will eat it alive. The best savings plan is not the biggest one. It's the one that actually happens. Okay, this one might sting. You get a raise, feels amazing. Suddenly the phone looks old, the restaurants look nicer, and the apartment starts whispering, "Upgrade me." 2 months later, you're earning more, but still asking where the money went. That's lifestyle creep. Your income went up, but your spending followed it like a loyal puppy. So what do? Next time your salary goes up, save part of the increase first, then enjoy the rest without guilt. Because a raise should build your future, not just upgrade your food delivery history. Just one bank account? That's where the confusion starts. Bills, spending, savings, everything sitting in one place like a financial soup. No wonder by mid-month you're staring at your balance thinking, is this mine or is rent about to attack? So what do? Use at least 2 accounts. One for bills, set it and forget it. One for spending and savings. And the money you're setting aside, don't leave it too easy to touch. Put it somewhere separate, even a time deposit until you find a better option. It's not the final answer, but it's better than letting your savings sit next to your shopping money and disappear mysteriously. Number 7, this might be the most boring tip, but also the one that saves you. One bad month, something breaks at home, your laptop dies, rent goes up, school fees hit, a medical bill appears, or your job gets shaky, and suddenly you're borrowing just to survive. That's how debt really starts. Not always from shopping, sometimes just from life being life. So what do? Build a buffer. Start with 1 month of essentials. Rent, food, transport, basic bills. Keep it separate. Don't touch it. Then slowly grow it to 3. Nobody shows this kind of money off. But when life hits, and it will, This boring money becomes your safety net. This one most people skip, and it can cost them thousands. Sometimes the problem is not your spending. Sometimes you are simply underpaid. You show up, deliver quality work, fix problems, take responsibility, and then wait for someone to magically notice. Spoiler, payroll does not read minds. So what do? Know your market value. Check what similar roles are paying. Track your wins, results, savings, clients, deadlines, problem solved. Then, when the timing is right, ask properly, not emotionally, not randomly, with evidence. One uncomfortable conversation could change your income for years. And in a full video, we'll reveal the strategies for negotiating your salary the smart way. So subscribe for that one. Our number 9 on the list. Let's be frank on this one. You think you know where your money goes. You probably don't. And you're not alone. Most people remember the big bills, but forget the little leaks. Coffee here, delivery there, card tap, app charge. That 2 a.m. online purchase that still hasn't arrived. So what do? Track every single spend for 30 days. Not forever, just 30 days. Then look at the list. You'll quickly find money going to things you don't even care about. You don't have to cut everything. Just cut the stuff you don't even enjoy. And the last one, don't just watch this and move on. That's what most people do. They nod, agree, feel motivated, then change nothing. Don't be that person. Before today ends, open your bank app. Or if you prefer working on a notebook, write it down there. Find one payment you don't need anymore and cancel it. Then move one small amount somewhere separate. Another account, an envelope at home, anything. If you're not sure, ask your spouse, your child, or someone around you to help you spot it. The method doesn't matter. The habit does. Because managing money is not one big dramatic change. It's small, smart moves repeated again and again until your money finally starts listening to you. Now, comment below which number hit you the hardest, and subscribe to Money But Simple, because what's coming next could change how you think about money. Money But Simple. See you in the next one.